check out our new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfellow Unboxing at 18% off of all their natural products from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go. What's going on? We back. Goodfellow Sports TV. We in the building. Appreciate everybody for checking in. And Lomachenko done an interview. I'll put the article in the description. And I'll try to find a video version link. I've seen that as well. Probably article's better because he's speaking in Ukrainian in the interview. And says that pretty much he gonna hold Teofimo Lopez accountable for every word that he been speaking. He basically said in plain terms that they've been clout chasing. Him and his father been clout chasing his name before they was talking about him. Didn't nobody know who Teofimo Lopez was for the most part, and that's a fact. And he said he's not gonna do so much talking. He said he gonna do no talking. He just gonna, let them hands do the talking in the ring, and they need to make that fight happen as soon as possible. Understand that Richard Comey is a prize, and Teofimo Lopez can get the Comey belt and then fight Lomachenko. It'll work, but it really don't matter at this point. Other than Teofimo Lopez getting 3 belts, unless they plan on Eddie Hearn, making the Luke Campbell, if Luke Campbell gets the title, and making an undisputed clash with Lomachenko, and I think that's gonna be predicated on the fact that Lomachenko, that they do Jose Ramirez and Maurice Hooker in the zone, so I can see Bob Arum doing a trade for barter type of thing, a barter trade where, okay, we're sending Luke over to the ESPN to fight, Lomachenko, for all the belts, but you got to send Jose Ramirez over for Maurice Hooker. But I know people asking, like, what about Devin Haney? Well, it sounds like the number 2 guy in WBC don't care about Ramadan, or they say they want to fight, and the problem is Eddie Hearn said he didn't expect the number 2 guy to WBC ahead of Devin Haney and right after Luke Campbell to take the fight because of Ramadan. So financially, they're going to have to pay him to step aside to have Devin Haney get a shot. Now, in this version, I don't see them sacrificing Devin Haney or putting Devin Haney in there with Lomachenko. All right, I don't see that happening, but that's another video for another day because they got so much money invested into him. But with Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez, Lomachenko, right, man. Like I said, man, these dudes on the internet don't know shit about boxing. A lot of these dudes, man. And I tried to tell these niggas, man. I said the first one that said that the kid gonna get his ass whooped by Lomachenko. It's too much experience. I mean, over almost 500 amateur fights. People say he was slowing down. And you really don't know with the Anthony Carrillo fight. And, they tried to praise him for making that fight happen, right? But physically, he looked back. All right, shoulder looked good. Of course, Anthony Carrillo barely even landed a shot. Didn't hit the shoulder or nothing like that. So, you don't know unless you really know. But as far as, Lopez, it's a show. And Lomachenko got to wrap his mind around this. Just go for Anthony Joshua as well. And what you got to realize is it's a show. It's a show. He want to sell itself. And do I believe he can beat Lomachenko? No. No, I don't believe that shit. He knows it. I done seen him get his ass whooped a couple times. He ain't heard about him get his ass whooped a couple more times. If you getting beat up, by, Barnes a couple years ago, and you think 3 years of just fighting the competition you've been fighting is good enough, and he almost knocked you out the ring if your daddy didn't catch you, then you got beat up in the Olympics by the Frenchman that just dominated you. And then you getting dominated, and sparring by Devin Haney from what I hear. Dude, of course, I know it's sparring, but you ain't ready for Lomachenko. But right now, they going to talk that talk. They going to get humble. And a lot of people going to give Teofimo Lopez a chance because, once again, they don't know nothing about boxing. These dudes get mad when I point out the obvious truth. They get mad when I break down something technically, and they can't understand it. They can't process it. Because we in the business era of boxing, I'm telling you, I'm exposing these niggas channel by channel, sub by sub, not even sub by sub, by fanboy by fanboy. I'm exposing these niggas all down the line. If y'all want an alphabetical order, y'all can get it. They can't fuck with me on this shit, man. I've been telling y'all. And nobody's 100% right. But I'm pretty sure I'm close to 100% right that Lopez get his ass whooped unless Lomachenko lose an arm, lose a limb, or he just completely fall off the track. He's still too good. Teofimo Lopez got a lot of problems out there that I could point out. You know, his daddy sitting there talking, and we do this, we do that. Boy, you gonna get fucked up. Okay? Period. You don't have that style. You know, people talk about Salido. Salido was an accomplished fighter. You tell me, even though it was no contest, you tell me where Teofimo Lopez beat a Robert Guerrero. You tell me where he been a Wildmount Lopez. Now, I might be going a little bit too deep for y'all. You know, some of y'all niggas out there. Okay? You tell me where he got a whole bunch of pro experience. You know what I'm saying? He can no way in shape, form, fashion right now do what Orlando Salido did. You actually erase angles from Lomachenko and make it a dogfight. Teofimo Lopez ain't even better than Gary Russell at that point yet. He'll get there. You know what I'm saying? If he keep, running the course, he keep doing what he need to do, he keep working on his game, I think he could be a superstar type talent in this game if he just be patient and work on his game. But the game don't work that way. It don't work. You beat 12, 13 guys you supposed to whoop easily, and then when you hit them, they all crumble. When you get to the Lomachenko level, it don't work that way. He able to roll shots. He able to slip shots. He's able to, he able to press you in ways you never been pressed. I can see Teofimo Lopez quitting. I said it before. I can see him getting stopped, or I can see him just, going into safe mode and surviving to the bell. But people don't want to hear that. They just, in the mindset of these fanboys, in the mindset of, I don't like this guy. It ain't about like or dislike for me on my channel when it comes to breaking down a fight. It's about skills. It's about technique. Do I think they overrate Lomachenko? Yeah. Does the media make you hate Lomachenko? Yeah. But guess what? And ESPN in particular, do the fanboys make you hate him? But what has Lomachenko done to make you hate him? And sometimes I got to check myself with that. Lomachenko ain't did shit but conduct himself as a fighter. He swerve around Pacquiao, yeah, but shit. It's a lot of different fighters that swerve around different fighters. He ain't did nothing that everybody else ain't doing. Lomachenko hasn't done nothing for the people to hate him. It's Bob Arum, it's ESPN who shoved him down your throat. And sometimes you got to take a step back and be like, you know what? This man ain't did shit. He ain't did shit that everybody else ain't did. He just getting a hell of a push behind him because of his complexion, and that's what Bob Arum like. Teofimo Lopez, he ain't did nothing. Lomachenko can get mad all he want to, but if you want to sell over here, you need a mouthpiece. And Teofimo Lopez is bringing the show. And if more guys had the colorful personality that him and his dad had, maybe they'd sell a bit more. So I respect them, with them talking, but I know they lying. I know they don't believe that shit they talking, and that's what makes me mad. They know this kid ain't gonna do shit. They trying to talk themselves into a payday, and it's a win-win situation for them. They feel that if they beat Lomachenko, then shit, they right to the top. They skipped over the whole hard work phase. They skipped over the contender phase. They even skipped over the championship phase because they went from being nothing, a prospect, to holding 2 world titles. You don't see that every day. And also, they feel if they lose, they'll lose with respect and say, damn, you competed versus Lomachenko and they're able to recover. They look at like Lomachenko don't have no power. He ain't going to stop us. That's what people look at Floyd. Okay, at the end of the day, if I lose to Floyd, I ain't going to get knocked out. But you get embarrassed. You get humiliated. You get stripped of your self-dignity in that square circle. And being stripped of your self-dignity for 12 rounds or dominated for 12 rounds is just as bad. It's even worse than getting knocked out. Because you lose confidence. I've seen it before with Victor Ortiz, with Robert Guerrero, with Madonna. They all lose the will to fight. They all don't want to fight no more. Shane Mosley took a hell of a dive. Floyd Mayweather snatched at your soul. And I think in this particular fight, Lomachenko could snatch Teofimo Lopez soul and take his confidence. He not be the same fighter. And I told you guys, these guys with a lot of confidence, it's a lot of these guys with a lot of false bravado. And I'm not saying Lopez is pushing out false bravado. Maybe he believe it, maybe he don't. But a lot of those guys that they got high confidence, once you chip their confidence, it's usually a shatter. You don't have to keep banging at it. Once you chip it, it's gonna shatter after the next blow. So it is what it is, man. Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or video request. Appreciate everybody for showing the love. Make sure to subscribe on the bell icon button. Won't miss another video. Other than that, don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, thehealthblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow Unboxing get you 18% off the 100% all natural products. You know, from soaps, lotions, candles, aromatherapy, the whole nine. Check out my website, promo code description. Check out the Patreon. Keep sharing the videos. All those links in the description. We gone.